Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome and thank you for joining me. There's so many of you getting involved, so thank you. This session is all about your back, okay? So we're going to focus on lengthening and relaxing the muscles in the lower back, the upper back, the sides, also your shoulders and your neck, okay, which play a big impact as well, especially if you get any lower back pain or upper back pain. We'll do a little bit of legs as well towards the end, especially for the glutes, in a muscle called the piriformis, quite deep in your glute, and we'll try and loosen that off a little bit as well. So for the purpose of this session, please work at your own level, okay? Obviously, I can't see you. There's a lot of different capabilities. There's also prenatal ladies, so I do have a chair here as well, just to demonstrate some exercises for those of you who are pregnant. Some of you might want to use a chair if you feel you're quite inflexible, okay? So that can be there as an aid. It's not a cheat, okay? It can help. Enjoy the session, get the most out of it for you, okay? Don't push yourself to a level that you can't manage. It's not about that. It's about only working within your range. So we're going to start with standing exercises. We'll start to mobilize the joints and the muscles, get a little bit of warmth through the body, and then we'll go down to seated, some kneeling exercises, and then some stretches, not exercises, on our back, okay? So let's get going. Let's get mobilized. You will hopefully see the email about having a soft surface so that we can lie on that after we've done the standing exercises. And let's bring those feet outside of your hips. Shoulders down. So I am a Pilates teacher, so I'm going to talk a lot about alignment and posture because that's going to help you get the most out of the stretch as well, okay? Thinking about how you do things. Drop those shoulders down, okay? So let's start. It's all about the spine and the back muscles tonight. So let's start by lengthening. Crown of the head, let's draw up to the ceiling. So you want to feel really tall. Allow the legs to relax. So you're not locking the muscles out. Just let them have a slight bend, if anything. Shoulders nice and heavy. And in order to protect your back, you need to, prenatal ladies, draw baby in, okay? And let's start with some lovely shoulder rolls. So draw the shoulders as high up towards those earlobes as you can. And open the chest as you draw the shoulders down and back. So the chest comes into it as well when we're thinking about our back, our shoulders. A lot of you are likely to have some tension in the top of your backs. So let's start to rotate in that shoulder girdle and think about breath now. So as we breathe through this class, I want you to think breathing through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And then if you want, you can place your hands on your shoulders and we can get a bigger range of movement within that shoulder girdle. So if you can reach your hands to your shoulders, place them on them. Open the chest wide still, use your breath, stand tall. Keep those knees nice and soft, everyone, and let's bring it forward. So if the hands on the shoulders is too much, bring the arms down and bring the shoulders forwards, up and round. And this time we're thinking of separating the shoulder blades. So if my pace is a little bit too quick, you can slow this right down. If you feel you have quite a lot of tension in the top of the back, in the shoulders, then just slow it down and find those little kind of tight sections that you have and mobilize through. So a couple more here, using that breath. Good. We're going to take this into full arms. So extend the elbows, extend the arms. And as you take this arm circle forwards, I want you to stabilize your torso. So try not to rock forwards or back. Really stretch to the extremities, lengthen those fingertips. Stand nice and tall, draw that navel in still. And then take the arms backwards. Again, we're trying to steady any movement. So you need to use that core strength. Use that breath, everyone. Next time, take your arms up and keep them up. Open the chest, open the heart up to the ceiling. Stretch the arms to a V shape. Cross the arms in front and then bring them to the sides. And then again, we're going to bend the knees, scoop the arms wide and up to a V. Bring the arms down to the middle, out to the sides. And again, take it open. Open the chest, open the heart. Breathe in. Exhale, down. Inhale. Open the chest. When you open the chest and the heart up to the ceiling, make sure that you don't shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Draw them down. Good. Few more here. Open. Push the heels into the floor to help you restack. Last one here. Keep the arms up. And then we're going to take a bend and a stretch. So prenatal ladies, don't overstretch. Everyone, I want you to feel like your rib cage is still connected to your hip bone as you do this stretch. Make sure that you don't pop your rib cage out, okay? You keep that body in a nice diagonal straight line. Breathe out. Inhale down, exhale over. So we're finding a stretch now with the side of the body. And I want you to get used to pulling one way, stretching the other way. So it's a little bit of tug of war with yourselves, within your body. The fingertips pull one way, the foot pulls the other way. Breathe out into it. Good. Bend, exhale. Inhale, exhale over. If you need to slow this down, slow it down. We are going to hold the side stretches as well. Make sure your hips stay forwards, everybody. Last one here, we're going to hold the neck. So bend down, find a side stretch. Now I need you to pull the toes the opposite direction, pull the fingertips long. If you can lean into it and curve a little bit, lean into it. This hand can dangle or it can support on the side. Nice deep breaths. Come down, take the opposite side. Now let's ease into it. Pull the toes away, pull the arm over. Keep those shoulders down, everyone. If you want to curve over a little bit more without the shoulders crunching up, keep them down. One more each side. Find that lovely side stretch. Pull the toes away, pull the fingers away. Option hand on hip. You can curve into it a little bit more, pull the foot away. Last one, breathe out. Only work at your own range, please. Remember, hand on hip, you can deepen into it. Good, come all the way back up. We're going to take a thoracic twist. So, prenatal ladies, don't overstretch this. We're going to take that left hand round. Keep your hips forwards, everyone. Left hand round, release, and then bring the right arm round. So you can keep your arms out to the side. Keep your hips forward. So as you twist, you're not going all the way around. You're not moving your legs, okay? Only go as far as you feel necessary. Again, anyone prenatal, anyone pregnant, don't over twist. Just take a little bit of a rotation round. And then we can bring the body into it. And you can go as far round as the spine can manage, for those who are capable of doing that. Again, prenatal ladies, don't overstretch it. All you can do, prenatal ladies, is take a little bit of a rotation. Everyone else, take it to the level that you feel comfortable. Pull the crown of the head up, let's feel long. Stretch round. Good, one more each side. Release, drop the arms. We're just going to drop that right ear down to the right shoulder. So chances are there's tension in the neck. If you've got pains, niggles in your upper back, in your shoulders, you could have quite a tense neck as well. Drop the head down really heavy. Don't let this shoulder lift, pull it away. Drop the chin, roll sideways, just semicircle. Drop that left ear down for the left shoulder again. Don't scrunch the shoulders or keep them down. Keep those legs soft. Let the head be heavy. we're going to pick up the pace if you can. So take it a little bit quicker. Keep those shoulder blades drawing down your spine. Keep it as slow as you need to. Couple more. Good. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this next exercise. Keep a soft bend in the legs. Bring your feet underneath your hips. You're going to bring the fingertips round to interlock or just touch. Drop the head, neck down. Now you curve round in the top of that back as much as you can. You must drop the head, neck down. Take a breath in through the nose. As you exhale, we're going to open wide. Now try not to push the chest out. Take a little squeeze in the top of the back. Breathe in round. And drop down on the exhale. Scoop that navel in. Open here. Little bit of a squeeze without popping the chest out. One more, bring the fingertips round and touch. Round the back, drop the head, neck, separate the shoulder blades, breathe in. Keep that soft bend in your knees. Open up here. Now you can hold it here or you can interlock your fingers and draw either your hands down behind you or draw them back. If you draw them up and back, you're going to get more of an intense stretch compared to if you pull them down. If that's not for you, keep the hands separate and just draw those arms back without popping out in the chest. So keep the spine nice and long. So pushing the arms behind. Some of you will interlock the fingers. Everyone's going to bend the knees. So bend the knees down. Pull the crown of the head up. Draw those hands back. If they're interlocked or they're pushing up, draw them back. Couple more deep breaths here. And then release, take a curve, and then take it back to that same position. Either just the hands pulling back or you're interlocking the fingers and then drawing the hands down or directly straight back behind you. Work at your pace, don't scrunch the shoulders up. Breathe in, exhale, release, curve around, drop the head, neck. Really draw those shoulder blades apart, everyone, nice big curvature, and let's open up again. Hands, just draw them back or interlock the fingers. Draw the hands down or pull them up and back without the shoulders shrugging up. Nice deep breath. Release. And let's get ready for the roll down. So you need to bend your knees as much as you need to for this. Spinal mobilization, breath in. As you exhale, nod the chin. Let's roll down to the spine. You bend those knees as much as you need to. Take it forwards and down, everyone. Forwards and down. Prenatal ladies, you might want to open your legs a little bit wider. Take it to where you can. Option, rest on the thighs if you need to. You must relax your head, neck. Let's relax it down. Those of you with more flexibility, you can come to having straighter legs. Don't lock them out. And let's hang over. So wherever you are, whether you've got your hands down, whether you're bending your knees quite a lot, whether you're resting on your thighs, I need you to drop and release your head and neck. Let's breathe into it. This is not about hamstrings, so if you need to bend the knees, bend them. I want you to relax your torso. Take a breath in. Let's find that lovely flexibility in the spine. So bend the knees, everyone. Tuck the pelvis under. Curl it up super slow. You must draw your navel in here. Roll through the spine, reset the shoulders. Reset the neck and head last. Take a breath in. As you exhale, curl down. So bend the knees as much as you need to, please. Let the shoulders, let the hands be heavy. Curl the spine. Let's find those lovely curvatures. Drop the head, neck down. Bring the weight over the arch of the feet. Bend those knees if you need to. Rest on your thighs if you need to. Let the head be heavy. This is the main thing. Feel the blood rush through the crown of the head. Get plenty of oxygen in. Can you relax over in this position? Can you let the body hang? Keep those knees soft. Keep them as bent as you need to. One more deep breath. For those of you who can and who would like to progress, place your left hand in the center. Take a lovely thoracic rotation with that mid-spine. Look up. For those of you who are bending or resting on the legs, it's the same thing if you can. Prenatal ladies, this might be too much for you. Don't overdo it. Release into your stretch as normal. So you're getting a lovely opening up of rotation here. Release down and switch sides. Take your time. Look up towards the hand if you can. So you've got different levels going on. Please work within your own range. Nice deep breaths. Release down, one more each side. If this gets too much for you, just come back up to standing and have a breather, okay? Keep those knees as soft as you need to. Last side, everyone. Good. Let's super slow roll up. Push the heels into the floor, tuck the pelvis. Find the curves in your spine. Drop the shoulders. Reset. Take a couple of shoulder rolls at the top. Use your breath. Good. Well done, everyone. We're going to do that same thing and we're going to go into downward dog. If you don't know what downward dog is, don't worry. For those of you who feel quite inflexible, for those of you who are pregnant and feel that downward dog would be too much, it's safe, but if it's too much, I want you to use a chair, okay? So we're doing the same roll down, but we're going to walk out to a downward dog. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, curl down. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Let the head, hands hang down. Those of you who can walk out to downward dog, walk the hands. So the downward dog is about your spine. If you feel tension in your hamstrings, bend your knees. Push the hips up. Let the head drop down. We're going to hold this exercise and do quite a few variations in this. Stay here if you're there. Those of you who need the chair, same thing, but you're pushing your hips back, bending the knees, and you're letting the torso release down, okay? So try not to overarch in the back, try not to overcurve. Try and keep a straight spine, push the hips up. Those of you who are in downward dog, okay, you're going to work on curving and then releasing back to straight. Curving the spine, releasing back to straight. Remember, you can keep your knees as bent as you need to. So we curve with the mid and the upper back, and then we release the back to straight. Spread those fingertips and palms into the floor. Breathe, everyone. Scoop the abdominals up, let the head be heavy. Breathe. Push your chest to your thighs when you straighten your back. Keep going with this, everyone. Those of you using that chair, you can do the same thing. We can curve, we can release. We can curve and we can release. Okay, so keep going with it, everyone. Nice deep breaths. Keep drawing your shoulders away from your ears as well. Last one. Good. If you're in downward dog, drop your knees. We're going to go to child's pose. If you're using the chair, slowly make your way up to standing. We're going to come down to the mat. So I'm going to just tilt my camera down, okay, so you can see me fully on the mat with a better view. Excellent. Okay, so let's come down to child's pose, everyone. Open the knees wide. Drop the hips down to the heels and let's stretch those arms long. So it's important here as well that you don't overarch in that lower back. I'd rather you curve it round. So feel like the hips are drawn down towards the heels. Stretch the arms long if you can. If that gets too much, just relax them slightly. Drop your forehead down to the floor, everyone, and let's breathe. Nice deep breaths. Every time you exhale, try and send those hips down to the heels. Don't worry if you're here and that's not working for you yet. It depends on your flexibility, okay? Work within your range. Find what works best for you. Those of you who can in this position, you're going to cross your left arm through that gap. So through the window, you feed the arm. You keep those knees nice and wide still, and you let your shoulder pull through and under. Drop the head neck. Again, prenatal ladies, you might be better off staying in this position. If you do want to get a little bit of spinal rotation, don't take it very far. Keep it with a small range of movement. Those of you who can reach through, we're going to get a stretch at the top of the shoulder as well. Keep pulling your hips down to your heels. If you can push your hips down and touch your heels, keep it there. Let's find that tug of war again. We're pulling with one side of the body and we're pushing or pulling with the opposite. Relax the head, neck, breathe. Bring everything back through. If you chose to do that stretch there, let's do it on the opposite side. So stretch through as long as you can. Push your hips down to your heels. Relax your head, neck. Find those lovely deep breaths. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Bring the arms back to center. You can hold it here, or you can cross your left hand over the right. And then you pull your hips down the opposite way. You can send that as round as far as you like. Keep pushing down with the hips. Breathe into it, everyone. Relax into it, deepen into it. One more deep breath. Good. Find that crossover again. Option, stay in the center. Keep sending your hips down to your heels. Deep breaths. So if you're doing this stretch correctly, you should feel a pull down with the hips. You should feel a pull up with the arm. Draw those shoulders away from ears. One more deep breath. Good. Walk the hands back to center. Roll through your spine. Find that mobilization. Drop the shoulders down. Well done. We're going to take this into a cat stretch and then a moving cat stretch. So bring your hands under your shoulders. Bring your knees under your hips. Feet relax at the back, please. Nice deep breath in. Soften the elbows. As you exhale, curl under. Scoop the abdominals up. So prenatal ladies, draw baby in and up. Drop the head, neck. Make sure you get a lovely curve and tuck under with the base of the spine. Separate the shoulder blades. Breathe in. As you exhale, push the bum back. Draw those shoulders away from ears. Let's go into a cow. So a little bit of a yoga here. Open the chest. Push your bum back. Draw the navel in still, but let this arch occur in the base of your spine. Look up. Open the heart. Breathe in. As you exhale, start with the base of the spine, curl under. So we're not moving, okay, in the legs. We're just keeping centered. Drop the head, neck. Pull the shoulder blades apart. Breathe in. As you exhale, push the bum back. Let's find that lovely cow opening stretch. So we want to separate the sit bones. Push the bum back. Look up. Open the chest. Open the heart. Draw that navel in still. Breathe in. Exhale, last one. Curl under. Find each segment of the spine. Push the vertebra one by one up to the ceiling. Drop the head, neck. Look through those legs if you can. Let the head dangle. Separate the shoulder blades. Breathe in. Exhale, push back. We're going to send that bum straight down to the heel. So if you want to widen the knees, widen them. When we come back up, we're going to curve. As you pull back, a little bit of an arch in the lower spine, and then curve it back up. So just like you've been doing, curve and arch. Good. Keep the arms straight if you can with a soft elbow. If you want to bring the hands forward a little bit to increase that snake-like position, you can. So it just means that you have to allow the hips to come further down. So let's find the arches and the curves in the spine. Drop those shoulders down and back, please. Send your hips down to your heels. Couple more here. Good. And release it there. Walk the hands back. Prenatal ladies, we can't do this next one, so I want you to stay in this position and work on opening the chest, arms back, and opening up, okay, to get some chest openers and upper back work. Everyone else who feels comfortable, some of you might want to stick with that as well. You're going to come down to lying on your front. We're not going to be here very long. Bring your arms to two 90-degree angles, okay? I want you to hover your chest, open your chest, and then start to push up. So you get that work in your upper back. Drop the shoulders down. For those of you who can, you can push the floor away, extend the elbows so you get straight arms. Now, some of you will feel more comfortable on your forearms. Some of you in arm extension will want to walk your hands in together and then back as well to push up so you kind of stretch that way you want your hands or your forearms for this stretch. Prenatal ladies, stay on your knees, work with opening your chest, okay, and sending your arms back. Bring it forwards and down, everyone, breathe in. So keep the legs wide. As you exhale, come to your forearms or full arm extension, okay? Shoulders down and back. They must not be up here near your ears or your face. Draw them down. Those of you who can get that connection on your abs still, draw the navel in. Shoulders down, open the chest, breathe in. Forwards and down. Breathe in. Don't worry if you don't extend your elbows, just stay on your forearms. Breathe, everyone. Open the chest. Good. Release it down and then bring yourselves back up. Good. We are going to go into what I call a 3-point side stretch. Okay. So for some of you, it won't be for you. You'll stay on your knees and you'll enjoy a lovely side stretch, and that's fine. For those of you who can, you're going to send your right hand long, okay, away. You're going to come to your knee and you're going to send your foot in line. This is your 3-point. Soften the elbow in this hand. So you've got your hand, knee, and toe in alignment, okay? For some of you, you'll feel a stretch down here already. If that's the case, stay there. For those of you who want to increase the stretch down the side of the body and the side of the back, take the arm over, stretch it over your head, lengthen these fingertips, pull your foot away. You must keep your hips forwards. This isn't going to work if your hips start to twist in. So keep your hips pushing forwards, soften this, push the floor away, stretch over and actively pull your foot away from the body. So stay there if you're there. For those of you who are on your knees, find a lovely side stretch, enjoy it. Push the hips away, send the arm in the opposite direction, okay? You work at your pace, find the level that suits you. Keep the hips forwards, everyone, and let's breathe into it. Can you get longer in the body? Those of you who are in this position, let the head and the hand hang, and then you're going to feel an increased stretch down the side of the back as well. Let everything be heavy. Soften the elbow in the supporting arm. Keep the hips forwards. One more deep breath. If you can, we're going to curve forwards and round to the opposite side. So curve the spine. Take your time here. Curve forwards and round. Bring the leg in. Find that set up hand, knee, foot. Those of you who are on your knees in your side stretch, opposite side. Ease into the position, everyone. Actively pull your foot the opposite way to your hand, your over hand. Keep pulling away. For those of you who can deepen into the stretch, drop the head, neck, and the arm, and let it be heavy. Keep your hip line forwards, everyone. Feel that stretch down the side. You don't have to bring this arm into it if you don't want to, okay? Keep breathing, keep elongating. Let everything be heavy. Nice deep breaths. Remember, you can be on your knees. And then just bring it back to your kneeling position. Forwards and round, forwards and round. Back to your kneeling position. Reset and then come to seated. Good. So if you need a yoga block or if you want to sit on your chair, okay, if that's more comfortable, a puffy, something like that, that's going to give you a bit more height for your spine, then please do. I am going to turn to the side, okay, so you can see me a little bit better. So however you're sitting, you need to have a straight spine, okay? If you're sitting like this, you definitely need to place something under your sit bones that's going to give you a little bit more height. So we're going to start with a lovely lower back stretch. I love this one, okay? It's one of my favourites. Let your knees fall out to the sides. If you need to bend them, yeah? Slide your arm down your leg, okay? And depending on which way you're sitting, okay, I'm not going to give right or left, just slide your hand down your leg. From here, you're going to rotate the opposite shoulder back. So you're going to rotate and push your chest up to the ceiling, okay? From there, some of you might find, oh yes, I can feel this actually in my lower back. You need to keep your sit bones down. So you can't be lifting, otherwise it's not going to work. You might want to bend that leg, but you must keep your sit bones connected to the floor. Those of you who have more flexibility, this arm can stretch longer down the side of your leg, okay? So already I'm starting to feel this now in my lower back. I'm starting to rotate my chest and pushing my shoulder down. Those of you who again have more flexibility, who want to go to the next level, bring your opposite arm up and over. You must still cement your pelvis down to the floor, down to the chair, down to the... Keep stretching over, lengthen the fingers and breathe into it. We're going to hold this for quite a while. If you need to come out of it, of course, just come up, have a breather and go back in. If you can stretch the opposite leg out, stretch it out without your pelvis lifting. Keep rotating your chest. Don't worry if you get a tiny little twist and you feel that in your lower back, that's fine. If you don't, you keep stretching into it. You keep deepening into it. You use those exhales to get deeper into the stretch, everyone. Push away with the sit bones. If you can bring your arm into it, bring your arm into it. Enjoy the stretch. Don't let the knees roll in. One more deep breath here. Slowly, and I mean slowly, roll your way up to sitting tall and let's switch sides. Let the knees fall out. If you need those bends, have the bends. Slide, if you're facing me, slide your left hand down your left leg. Let's rotate, let's open the chest, let's drop that opposite shoulder down. Keep your pelvis cemented to the floor. So for those of you who can stretch your legs out, stretch them out. Knees fall out to the side, everyone. The more you drop that, lengthen. Use your breath, enjoy it. Please don't lift in those sit bones. Push down one way, pull up the other way. Remember those counter stretches, those tug of war stretches that I'm trying to get you used to. Push one way, pull the other. Few more deep breaths, shoulders down and back. Deepen into it, relax the body into it with your exhales, everyone. Good. Slowly roll up ever so slowly. Use your abdominals, use your obliques. Reset the body. Good. And we're going to go straight into spine twist. So you can sit however you like for this exercise. Okay, cross legs, kneeling, legs out. You can sit on a chair. It's completely up to you. Prenatal ladies, you're going to do another option. I'll give you it after I give this spine twist to everyone. Cross the hands, okay, over. Opposite arm, hand to shoulder. With a spine twist, your hips and your legs stay completely still. This is for your mid-back, for your thoracic spine, okay? We're going to go to the left first of all. So we take a breath in. As you exhale, we take a tiny rotation just in the mid-back without the hips or the legs moving. And then we inhale back to center. We exhale and go the opposite way. Prenatal ladies, keep your hands on your knees. You take a crossover and you take a tiny little stretch and you switch sides and we do the same thing, okay? Everyone else who can manage, when you get to your furthest point without over pushing it, without your legs tensing or your hips moving, you inhale back to center. Exhale round. Sit tall. Pull the spine up. Back to center. Exhale round. Inhale to center. When you exhale next time, draw the navel in, shoulders down, open the chest. Inhale to center. Last one here. Good. Hold it there. For those of you who can, we're going to take the arms out to the side. Sit tall, don't rock forwards. Make sure the shoulders are over your sit bones. Same thing, keep your chin in line with your sternum. Don't let the head race off. Breathe in. As you exhale, keep everything where it is, but find that rotation in your mid-back. Those of you who can, you can start to bring the front arm round, and then you can look towards the back hands. Keep your legs relaxed. Breathe in, back to center, bring the arms round. As you exhale, opposite side. Keep the arms long to start with. When you get to your furthest point, bring your front arm round to the back as far as you can. Bend it round. Look round to the back. Shoulders down. Breathe in, back to center. Do not over twist or over push this. One more each side. Exhale. Prenatal ladies, stick with your option. Look round, shoulders down. Sit tall, everyone. Don't scrunch the spine. Breathe in, back to center. Last one. Bend the arm in. If that's too much, stick with the same exercise that we started with. Inhale back. Take a nice stretch up, stretch down, stretch over. One more. Good. And then we're going to come down to lying on our back. If you need a head cushion, okay, have that, place it under your head. Prenatal ladies, if you get dizzy when you're lying on your back, come onto your side, okay? We're not doing any strenuous exercises, just some lovely stretches. Make your way down to lying on your back in a supine position. And then we're going to draw and hug our legs in. Ladies, prenatal ladies, open the legs wider so you have that room. Draw the legs as close to the chest as you can whilst pushing the pelvis down. So don't tuck and lift your pelvis off the floor, okay? Send the back of the hips down, hands behind back of thighs. Exhale, draw the legs in. Now, if you have quite tight hip flexors, you might feel this stretch in your hips as well. Lengthen your spine. Keep pushing your lower back into the floor. Nice deep breaths, everyone. Drop the shoulders down. You can hold it here, or you can start to take a rock side to side. If you take the rock side to side, really knead and push the back of your pelvis into the floor as you sway side to side. You can keep the legs together, okay, or you can keep them a little bit wider. Obviously, prenatal ladies, you're going to have the knees wider. Take a lovely controlled sway side to side. Keep kneading the back of your pelvis into the floor. So this is a lovely spinal massage for the lower back. Keep the shoulders down, keep the chest open. One more each side. If you can, we're going to take that into a full circle with the legs. So it's a full circle any direction. Prenatal ladies, you might want to stick with that rock side to side, okay? Or anyone else as well. Anyone else who wants to stick with the rock side to side, you can. Switch direction if you're taking the full circle. You can keep this as slow or as quick as you like. Listen to your own body. Find the tight areas, those little sections that give you little niggles or a few pains throughout the day, and push into them. Push them into the floor or into the mat. One more here, and then we're going to drop the feet down to the floor, okay, and we're going to take a little sway side to side. If my pace is too quick, take it really slow. Those who can pick up the pace, drop the knees side to side. We are going to take this into a full lower back stretch in a second. Just for now, we're mobilizing the lower back and the pelvis. And then we're going to drop the knees to the front of the room, everyone. So drop the knees. Prenatal ladies, you don't have to drop your knees all the way down. If you can, anyone else, drop them as far as you feel comfortable. Arms to the side, everyone. Look to the opposite direction of legs. Those of you who have more flexibility, bring your top leg round. Either bend it or straighten it. Push your hips, push your pelvis down to the diagonal. Look to the other side whilst maintaining connection with both your shoulders to the floor. Use your breath to deepen into it. Keep pushing that hip line to the diagonal. Some of you might want to bend your knee and bring it even higher, but you must push your waistline down to the diagonal. Ever so slowly make your way over to the opposite side. Drop the knees as far as you feel comfortable. Prenatal ladies, you can lift your shoulder and twist over to the side. Sorry, I should have said on that last one. Drop the knees down. Those of you who can bring the top leg round higher, either straight or bent, you've got that option. Keep your shoulders down. Look to the opposite side. Push your waistline to the diagonal. And let's sink the body down into the floor. Nice deep breaths, everyone. Good. Release back to center. Just take a few more of those hip rolls side to side. And then that last stretch I was telling you about, where we're going to get deep into the piriformis muscle, I'm going to give you a couple of options. Those of you who are comfortable in your lying down position still, you can cross your left foot over your right thigh and you can reach through for the back of the right leg and draw the legs in. If it feels more natural to lift head-neck, lift your head-neck. If you can, keep it down. Hold it there. Those of you who cannot do that stretch on your back, okay, you can either come up and sit up and do the stretch, same thing, but seated, or you can sit on a chair, okay? If you're sitting on the chair, especially for prenatal ladies, exact same thing. I know my head's cut off, but you can see my legs, and that's the main thing. You cross your foot over and you hinge from the hips, keeping a straight spine, so you're not curving. You must keep a straight spine. And then that should get really deep into what we call piriformis muscle, okay, which is deep in your glute, which can affect your lower back and give you lower back pain, okay? So seated on a chair, seated on the floor, or lying down in this position. Hold the stretch. Head, neck, shoulders lifted if it feels natural. If not, head, neck, shoulders down. Those of you lying down, please do not tuck your bum and your pelvis off the floor, okay? You need to keep your pelvis connected to the floor. Every exhale, draw the legs in. Those of you who are in a seated position, keep a straight spine. Those of you who are sitting on the chair, you're hinging from the hips. You're not rounding the upper back. Everyone, switch sides. So find that stretch that works for you, okay? I can't emphasize enough about keeping a straight spine, yeah? With every exhale, you ease the legs in. You give time. Breathe into it, everyone. Let the muscles melt down into the floor. Drop those shoulders, nice deep breaths. Good. Release it there. Make your way up to seated carefully and effectively in a way that works for you, okay? Bring yourselves round, take a nice side stretch. So you might be sitting on the chair, you might be on the floor. Stretch the arms up wide. So you're going to open that chest. Breathe in. Exhale. Bend at the wrist, squeeze the palms down. Last one, breathe in. Sit tall, everyone. Lengthen that spine. Stretch up. Push the hips down. Nice stretch down. Bring the palms together and give yourselves a clap. Well done. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that session for tight back muscles. Hopefully you've got a little bit deeper into any tight sections that you might have, and hopefully you found a little bit of education as well from this session. You might be able to use some of them stretches at home yourselves, okay? So thank you for joining me, okay? If you enjoyed that, I do have a full body stretch on a Sunday. It goes over 45 minutes. There's a lot to fit in, but I do try and change it up every Sunday, okay? So you can book that online as well. Any reviews that you might be able to give me would be really appreciated on my Facebook page or my Google page. Okay, it's just word of mouth and it really helps on the marketing side as well. Thank you again. Okay, take care. I hope you can join me for another session, whenever that may be. Have a lovely Thursday, everyone, and stay safe. Thank you.